And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play, and instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
Coming to the plate now, Will Myers, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. The 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
2-2 the count. Here now the 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way out in front. Set to deliver the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself. And nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Here's another 1-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. On to first, and the Padre threat goes by. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Nick Ahmed set to lead off the home half of the second. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Heading after it is Margot. He's there and records the first out.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Throw gets him. 2 down. At the plate, John Ryan Murphy. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Now the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Villanueva's got it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Pirela. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Grounded down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Now a long throw to third, and he will beat the throw. It's second and third now with nobody out.
Yeah, they've been stymied so far in this one, but they've strung together a couple hits and are poised to finally break through. A base hit to the outfield, and we've got the makings of something special working here.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he drives a liner to right center. And this is going to split the uprights and head toward the pool for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. And he is into second base with a 2-run double.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
In now, Paul DeYoung. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Boy, every pitcher needs a little bit of help. How about this? This infielder makes a terrific catch on this line drive, probably saving a run from scoring.
Stepping into the box, Manuel Margot. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Margot brings in a batting average right at .330. So this is an at-bat you won't want to miss.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Christian Villanueva. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set and the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Souza on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Ready for another chance? Will Myers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
4 runs here in this half inning. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. High chopper to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. In now, A.J. Pollock. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Now at the plate, Ketel Marte. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2 is a sinker in the dirt. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Goldschmidt has had a nice campaign so far, and fans are noticing. He comes into today as the National League's second leading vote getter at first base in all-star balloting.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this.
1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Hit in the air to shallow center. DeYoung has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. That's in there. Base hit. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Boy, Hero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Tomas at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Striding in once again, Martin Perez. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him. It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Perella. He singled his last time up. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Corey Spangenberg. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Hit on the ground to short. Ahmed has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Padres down in order as they can't add to their 4. Leading off the inning, Junior Ramirez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. The 2-1 home. Down the first baseline. And Hosmer won't be able to get a glove on it. It's a fair ball.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2. Ramirez aboard here at first with nobody out. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Hit in the air to center field. Margot will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Pitcher number 52.
So here now is the pitcher. Zach Godley comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So the batting order turns over now and set to go A.J. Pollock. No hits to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. Villanueva fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for Arizona. Still down by a count of 4-2. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Up with it, Murphy, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So not the start to the inning he was looking for, as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. In the air out toward right field. Souza's after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Ready for another shot now, Christian Villanueva. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Lined hard toward right center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. In to score, the runner from third. The relay. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. The 2-0. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
First baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First delivery to him on the way. And the changeup is way low that time. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. That's wide, 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
3-0 to him now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Ready once again, Steven Souza. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Yasmani.
Stepping in, Yasmani Tomas. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
One left for the Diamondbacks, and the deficit remains 5-2. Randall Delgado is on his way into the ballgame now, as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Randall Delgado.
Ready for another shot now. JT Realmuto 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus
Hitting off
far.
for San Diego.
First pitch on its way. Check swing grounder to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Riding in once again, Will Myers. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Ripped down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Martin Perez. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Jose Perella stands in as he looks at a called strike. I'm set with the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres.
D-Rod.
1-2 as he chases the slider.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Pollock has a read on it, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Diego. They're still out in front, 5-2. Leading off the inning, Nick Ahmed, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Nick Ahmed.
Michael Inoa enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 76. Michael.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A changeup over the inside corner.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Third baseman.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Junior Ramirez. First offering on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Down and away, ball 1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. DeYoung ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The catcher, number 36.
Digging in once again, John Ryan Murphy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A ball and no strikes. In for a strike. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Full count now. 3-2. Three-two pitch.
Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
A payoff pitch one more time. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Murphy stands at second with 2 gone. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on a Thursday night following this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 29.
Ready once again, Corey Spangenberg. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Leading out for the Padres, second baseman, Corey Spangenberg.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting,
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's set, and the pitch. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike 1. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit here for Hosmer.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Back goes Pollock, and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. Paul DeYoung connects for a 2-run home run. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Now batting, the center fielder, Manuel Margot.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 1-0. Up around the face.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter.
Ready for another chance? Christian Villanueva. He was a double play victim last time around. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. To his left, Ramirez. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Friars. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go A.J. Pollock. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-1 to count.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And he just misses with a curveball. Pollock in front, 3 balls and a strike. Ketel Marte waits on deck. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give.
Skied into very shallow right. Myers is over, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steven Souza. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. 0-1 count. Here it comes. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Yasmani Tomas waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Hard ground ball to third. And there's out number 2. Here's Yasmani Tomas. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Boy, and he rips this ball down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Another full count offering on its way. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there is any intent behind that.
The batter, number 13, shortstop.
Stepping in, Nick Ahmed. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. The 1-0. Line drive to left. Perella is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out a danger. Digging in now for San Diego, JT Realmuto has got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. First offering on its way. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's Will Myers as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Realmuto leads off second with nobody out. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
Count is 1-2.
Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Myers is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Michael Camino.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Michael Inoa. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
And that's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Coming to the plate now, Corey Spangenberg. And they're runners at the corners now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Ready with the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Junior Ramirez, and they'll need him to get something going here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, John Ryan Murphy. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here's a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Started that swing a bit too early.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Jake Lamb will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. High in the air out to center field. Margot is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Brad Boxberger enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Paul DeYoung, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AJ.
Hit on the ground to third. There's 1. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play, as he couldn't make an accurate throw. Striding in, Manuel Margot. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is, this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Stepping in now, Christian Villanueva. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Line drive to center field. That gets down as 1 run is in.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Gets a swinging strike.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, A.J. Pollock, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Stepping in.
The batter, number 4, second baseman,
Kirby Yates enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. He's ready. Here's the first offering towards second. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He flew out in his last at-bat. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Arizona down to its last strike. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Friars with a division-leading 60th team win this year. Martin Perez earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score of our ball game tonight.